Good evening, Angel. You take nothing else from this video. I want you to know that no one is exactly like you. No one is a copy of you. You are the only one, the only person that is exactly as you are in this universe anyways. You are the only one who has had the experiences that you've had, has the memories that you have, has the fabric, the makeup that you are entirely, completely unique. You are original. You are authentic. You are bona fide, one of a kind. I'd like you to know that because I think it is important for positive affirmations. I'd like to go through some positive affirmations with you and also plucking at some negative energy. Would it be alright if I reached out towards you? Thank you. Alright, I just read in a book, don't make fun of me for looking into manifestation, but I was reading or listening to Manifest by Roxy and FOC. Please don't. I can't make any recommendations about the book yet. I'm just reading it, but she made a visualization exercise where we take imagine a ball, imagine all of our fears and anxieties, imagine everything that is in resistance to who we want to become and to embracing ourselves, and place it in a ball. And this is a Pilates ball. We're going to imagine that all this energy, this dark energy, negative energy, is compressed in this one ball here. Put it in there. Squeeze it. Imagine it. Picture it. Can you feel it? And then slowly but surely, let's start to disintegrate every little bit. Unravel it. Imagine this is a ball of yarn, and untwist and unwind each and every thread. Picture it in your mind becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Become something a little bit more manageable. And hopefully your ball smells nicer than mine. It's like a weird silicone workout ball smell. Picture your negative thoughts, your perceptions being crunched, condensed, kind of like matter into a black hole. Squeeze it in there. I'm going to toss this ball. I'm going to shoot it over the fence somewhere where we can address it, but it's a bit more manageable. Let's take it off of our chest and pluck it away. Let's pluck that negative energy away. Now, if you're like me, pluck, you might have a bit of an uneasy, a queasy feeling in your stomach, pluck. If being given positive affirmations that don't quite resonate, pluck. Say, oh, you are so grand, so mighty and amazing and the best. But many of these things that very well be true, they may not really sit right in the spot that we need to fully take advantage of the purpose of positive affirmations. So what I like to do what I like to do is to try to think of things to be grateful for and to things to praise that should be true about all of us, really, majority of us. Things are rather universal in nature. And part of that to me is accounting for how completely unique you are, completely individual, idiosyncratic, different. All of you, every single cell, every molecule, every atom in you moves, travels, migrates in a way that is completely unique to you, to every firing of every neuron. Has to be, I imagine, I'm actually not sure, but I imagine the pattern of firing, how everything is moving around in there, has never before been seen and never will again be seen within anyone else's mind. It's very nice. You are completely unique. And so when we think of who we are and what we're made up of, if that brings something to you that feels uncomfortable, I'd like to reframe that, and that every single moment that led up to this point in time, every single moment that got us here can be followed by the next moment, and 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 the next moment, where we have opportunities for change, even if that change is just in what we think, just in what we start to perceive in the world. And if there's something that we can do to pluck and snip some of these negative thoughts, let's take that opportunity now. I'd like you to pick one. If it's one thing that we automatically say about ourselves, maybe it's that although I am unique, I'm unhappy in something that is unique. How can we reframe it? How can we reframe it? Maybe you perseverate about thoughts. Let's say you struggle with low mood. Well, you might have the ability in doing that to really deeply analyze situations. And so if you were to channel it, even if it's slight redirection to another situation, a problem that excites you, that interests you, or compels you. Simply that feeling of, well, I'd like to think about other things. If we reframe, my goodness, that analysis, that retrospective ability to look behind, or if you worry about the future, you might have a great predisposition for thinking about the future, for being and thinking and getting excited about things to come. That may be within you, and so if you run on the anxious side, if even just a millimeter, just like when we change the course of a ship, that could be translated into, well, I'd like to worry, in a sense, about legacy or about someone else's day tomorrow. There's so many ways that we can adjust. It doesn't mean we have to erase who we are. It might be learning to either tune in, to open up, or to redirect. We can maybe learn to change the dial as well. Don't need to erase everything about you and all that you are. If you have a hot temper, maybe you're fiery, you can build up a lot of passion. It's the different ways that maybe we can change the temperature, change the thermometer. or even just that millimeter of redirecting, millimeter, how you could invigorate, if it's a room or a project or even just your imagination about something that gets you excited, something that you can fill with that motivation, that it's a zest, if it's that get up and go to want to act towards something. So maybe it's a redirection. And so not all the time it's about redirecting or changing something. That's if something doesn't fit well. On the other side, I think it's perfectly valid to look at the things that just are in the present, that are wonderful right now. And I like to come to the fact that you have either a sense of sound or a sense of sight that has brought you here, even a sense of touch. Because if you experience tingles, you might benefit from ASMR. Let's think about how wonderful it is for you to have those senses. What a gift to be in tune with the world. Think about something in your environment that you like to see, even if it's something here like these lights. You see various different lights. There's fake flowers back there, some feathers, dream catchers. Got different lights in different areas. Oh, you can't see. I have a little diffuser that's going. That's why you can hear a little sound. You might like this. I hope I have it up the right way. You probably have a sense of humor. So here is a joke gift I got for someone. And it's very sparkly, Sparkly, one of these shifting pillows. I'll have you see if you can guess what it is. It's kind of wearing out. Nicolas Cage, what are you doing here? Oh my goodness. It's a joke because there's somebody who loves Nicolas Cage and all of Nicolas Cage's ridiculousness, and I think he's a good actor. Honestly, I like Nicolas Cage. He makes me laugh. He gets me engaged, but some people like to tease and say that he's too much. I think I'm too much sometimes, so maybe we're like in that way. But this is a very old pillow, but you might have a sense of humor in where maybe this isn't funny to you, but something else is. And so isn't it wonderful to see other people laugh and to experience laughter ourselves? Now I'm sure there are a subset of people who don't experience humor or are having a difficult time experiencing humor. Can you picture a time where something did make you laugh? Can you seek out something that makes you laugh, that makes you smile? Somebody sent me videos of people on Instagram that were saying, unfortunately, I did not make it to the 2024 Olympics. This poor woman does a backflip off of a diving board while she attempts to, and she just, it looks like something out of a video game, the way that she does like this, and just her back, instead of a belly flop, her full back flops on the ground. She doesn't even make an arc. It's just so good. or different people attempting flips on the balance beam and their hands going like this for a long time. They finally catch their balance, thank goodness. They're just having a hard time dismounting into a backflip. I could never. I mean, maybe one day I could do some flips and tricks. So but I'm in no place to judge. But there's a reason they posted it. It's because they found it funny and they wanted to share. So I think we can join them in that laughter. So I want you to think about if there's something that's an antagonist that's not very funny. I want you to think and replace that just with one thing today. I'm not claiming we're going to get rid of everything that's causing you strife, but just to make a small adjustment thought. Pluck it out. Take it and pluck it. What else? So you have gorgeous, wonderful, fine-tuned senses. So even see here, you can see. So even here, you can see, just as the camera lens adjusts, as our eyes do, you'll be able to see the details of my fingers less than you can because it's how I focus the lens. But we have the ability to have different views. So the reason I've decided that this is more the focal point of the video and that you can still get the gist of what's happening by me plucking, but it's not necessarily as important. Whereas I might want to make that adjustment where I become more fuzzy. I actually don't know if this is going to work. Other way. Yeah. You can see my terrible cuticles. But, see, angels, I finally managed to paint my nails. I like to wear fake nails or use the gloves. But this took 2 hours to dry, an hour and a half, and enjoy. I'm joking. They're rather silly, but I'm proud that that's something I usually get intimidated about. Nails and hair are a challenge for me, so just a little bit of practice, one day at a time. There we go. Just like in our vision is there and shows us so many things. So many things you can see. Sorry, I'm looking in my lens to see what you're seeing, but we can see shadow, dark and light. You can see different textures. So what I did, so even the way the light is bouncing off of the microphone, for example, it's more of a smooth surface, whereas there may be surfaces that absorb light a little bit more, like fabric. It still bounce off because of the color, but it's not quite as, you can maybe tell that it's not quite as smooth of a texture. So angels, I just want you to know that you are special and unique. And I don't want you to take that for granted. I want you to be well. Thank you for joining.